Okay, so let's get right into it. We're talking about something huge that just went down. One of the biggest names in AI, Anthropic, just had a massive, and I mean massive, accidental leak. We're talking about their secret recipe for one of their most advanced AIs suddenly just appearing online for the whole world to see.
You know, it's pretty much the multi-billion-dollar question everyone in tech is desperate to answer. What is the secret sauce? What really turns a powerful AI model into a truly capable agent? One that can write code, manage files, and basically act like a real software engineer.
Well, it turns out we don't really have to wonder anymore, because in what might be one of the most significant IP leaks in recent memory, Anthropic just laid it all out for us. The crazy part? They did it completely by accident. So, you're probably asking, how on earth did this happen? Was it some sophisticated hack? A spy movie-style security breach? Nope. It was something way simpler, and honestly, way more shocking. Just a simple, basic human error. So picture this. It's the morning of March 31st. Anthropic pushes out a totally routine software update. But tucked inside that update was a developer file, a source map, that was absolutely never, ever meant to see the light of day. A sharp-eyed security researcher spotted it, posted a link on X, and just like that, boom, the floodgates were open. The complete internal source code for their star coding assistant, Claude Code, was out there for anyone to grab. And to give you a sense of the scale here, we're not talking about a little snippet of code. We are talking about over 500,000 lines of proprietary code. This wasn't just a config file. It was the entire engine, the whole shebang, spread across almost 2,000 internal files. Insane. Now, Anthropic's official statement was, technically correct. They called it a packaging issue caused by human error. But let's be real. The impact of that simple mistake was absolutely immense. They basically just handed a complete blueprint for one of their flagship AI products to every single one of their competitors, not to mention the entire open source community. So, what was actually in this leak? Why is it such a monumental deal? Well, because it turns out that building a world-class AI agent isn't just about having the biggest, most powerful AI model. It's about what you build around it. What this leak really pulled the curtain back on is something developers are now calling a harness. And that's really the best way to think about it. The AI model itself is like a ridiculously powerful engine, right? But the harness, that's the chassis, the steering, the transmission, it's everything that actually turns that raw horsepower into a high-performance vehicle that can actually do things. And when you look inside this harness, you see these incredible core components. There's the query engine, which is kind of the operational brain of the whole thing. A tool system that gives the AI access to over 40 real-world tools, like reading and writing files. A really clever 3-tier permission framework, so it knows when an action is safe and when it needs to stop and ask a human. And get this, a multi-agent system, where a main coordinator AI can literally create and manage smaller worker AIs to tackle a bunch of tasks at once. But honestly, one of the most futuristic things discovered in the code was this unreleased feature called KAIROS. This is a total game changer. It's an always-on agent that just works in the background, watching your files, running tasks, and this is the wild part, it has a function literally called dream mode. When it's idle, it consolidates its memory and reflects on what it's learned, kind of like our brains do when we sleep. And then you find details that are just straight up cinematic. This is an actual quote from the system prompt for a feature they built called Undercover Mode. The AI is being told how to contribute to open source projects without revealing that it's an AI from Anthropic. It's just a fascinating, almost spy novel peek into how you're thinking about using these tools. And the list of unreleased secrets just keeps going. An advisor mode, where a more powerful AI literally supervises the main one in real time. An ultra plan mode that can just sit and think about a complex problem for up to 30 minutes straight. A sneaky defense mechanism that injects fake data to poison competitors who might be trying to copy their model. And on a lighter note, they even built Buddy, a little Tamagotchi-style AI pet that lives in your terminal. But here's the thing. With this incredible opportunity for developers came an immediate and very real danger. When you publish the blueprint to your system, you also give everyone a map of its potential weaknesses. And that kicked off a gold rush for hackers. The most immediate threat that popped up is something called typo squatting. It's actually pretty clever in a terrifying way. Here's how it works. Hackers looked through the leaked code and found the names of all the internal software packages Anthropic uses. Then they rushed to publish malicious packages with those exact same names to public registries. So any curious developer downloading the leak and trying to run it could accidentally install the hacker's version, compromising their entire system. And listen, this wasn't just a theory. Within hours, security researchers found malicious versions of the Claude Code leak already circulating in the wild. They were spreading nasty data-stealing malware like the Vidar stealer and malicious proxy tools like Ghost Socks. It happened fast. At least 5 of these fake packages were uploaded almost immediately to trap people. So while the security community was in a mad dash to contain the immediate damage, the rest of the tech world was starting to grapple with the much, much bigger implications. Because the future of AI is this harness. And now, thanks to this leak, everyone knows how to build one. This quote I saw from a developer on Reddit just absolutely nails it. For years, the whole race was about making bigger and bigger AI models. But this leak proves that the real secret, the real progress, is in the sophisticated engineering, the orchestration layer, the harness that you build around the model. Ultimately, it's not about having the biggest brain. It's about having the smartest system to guide that brain. That is the harness. And Anthropic, in one clumsy mistake, just gave the entire world a masterclass in how to build it. And now, these incredibly advanced architectural patterns are just public knowledge. Things like skeptical memory, where the AI is programmed to treat its own memory as just a hint and tries to verify information before acting. That background consolidation or dreaming we talked about, which keeps its memory efficient. Automatic risk classification for every single action it takes, and constantly reminding the AI of its core rules to stop it from going off the rails. These are breakthrough concepts, and they're just out there now. So the final takeaway is this. The leak wasn't just about exposing one product, Claude Code. What it really did was publish a free advanced textbook. It is a step-by-step guide for any startup, any company, any open source project on how to build the next generation of truly capable AI agents. Which leaves us all with one final, fascinating question. The AI race was already on, for sure, but Anthropic just fired the starting pistol for everyone, all at the same time. Now that the secret blueprint is out in the open for everybody to see, the real question is, who's going to use it to build the next great AI agent first?